Hey everybody, welcome to CC5 Spectrum. Hope everyone is ready for another 2 weeks of pushing their operators to the absolute limits here and coming up with very clever strategies that they may not have thought of in the past. Nonetheless, CCEX, the challenge series that we have been doing for Contingency Contract, shall continue with this particular season. So look forward to the next 2 weeks worth of our bonus challenges for the dailies. That said, let's go ahead and dive into day 1, which will focus on East Armory, which this map is a one and done for this particular season, so feel free to enjoy that as you wish. Anyway, let's dive into our bonus contracts that CCEX will be providing for today. The first up is one of our duos, Buddy System. Now there are 2 variations to them, but I'll go ahead and quickly dive into the general concept of what Buddy System is. Buddy System basically restricts your deployment, in which you will only be able to utilize an adjacent spot of an operator. You can't just deploy anywhere on the map, so you'll have to pay attention to who's deployed and where you can deploy from there. Now, the lower tier allows deployment on all adjacent 8 spots. The highest tier only allows you to deploy on the adjacent 4 spots, the north, south, east, and west spots specifically. Now, for your first deployment though, you are allowed to choose anywhere on the map as your starting point. After that first deployment, you'll be bound to the rules of Buddy System, so keep that in mind. Now, if you do remove all of the operators on the field, you'll again be able to choose anywhere on the map for deployment, and then be once again bound to the system. Do remember though that there is a max squad size of 10 alongside with these contracts, so you may not necessarily have a lot of operators to work with if you do a full retreat. Now, if you don't retreat all of your operators, you'll still be bound to Buddy System and will have to work with the remaining ones that you have. Summons and devices are also allowed to be deployed anywhere on the map regardless of operators on the field. We have established a rule in place that basically makes summons and devices not operators, and as such will not be affected by operator restrictions. This may seem like an advantage, but it is balanced to a degree. With those particular bits out of the way, let's go ahead and do a little bit of extra tips here for this particular contract. The first being is that you can use fast redeploys to quickly move over to a desired tile to deploy to if necessary. This strategy may require at least 2 fast redeploys to take advantage of it though. Now, Phantom's Shadow is considered a summon, and as such you cannot use it to boost your deployment area and deploy off of that shadow. This is to uphold the rule that summons and devices are not operators, and as such are not bound by the rule. The second tip we can give you is to plan ahead on your deployments and retreats. Proper control and planning will allow you to still take advantage of deployment order. Just make sure you don't accidentally break that contract risk. It's sometimes easy to do that. Next contract is Squad Size 1, which simply just reduces the party size to 10, and this also includes supports. Which basically just means you have 9 of your own characters and 1 support character from a friend or a random. It's pretty self-explanatory, there's not much else I can really say on this particular one. Now the last contract of today is Tech Race. What this one basically does is it's going to force you to deploy both of the drone jammers, which means you'll need a total DP of 80 alongside the DP you're going to need for your operators to achieve this. So, printer go burr. Squad size reduction alongside with a slight DP generation speed reduction might actually make this a bit of a challenge. Now, I will say that the jammers do not need to be used at a specific time and can be deployed right at the end of the map. This is simply a race to 80. How you use the jammers is entirely up to you. The only major tips I can provide for this particular contract is that if you have Saga, you can take advantage of her crippling debuff to pass enemies from her to Myrtle or Elysium for the 2 SP. This might help them produce that DP quicker. You can also use Liskarm for this, but keep in mind that her cost for today is tripled. And with all that out of the way, I hope you guys do enjoy this challenge set and are looking forward to the next one on day 2, which will be this upcoming Saturday. I will release another video talking about those contracts when that day arrives, so look forward to it when it comes out. Until then, I hope you guys do enjoy these particular challenges, and best of luck for all of you that will be attempting the permamap as well as the dailies today. I hope your runs do very well, and feel free to share your particular runs and wins. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all again real soon.